In my previous class, I discussed about some basic facts of geometry. Today I will discuss or some other facts of geometry. আমার আগের যে এপিসোডে আমি জিওমেট্রি কিছু বিষয় নিয়ে ডিসকাস করেছিলাম, আজকে আবারও সেটা কন্টিনিউ করছি। তার মধ্যে হলো আগের দিন আমি বেসিক ফ্যাক্টস বলতে পয়েন্টস, স্ট্রেট লাইন এগুলো সম্বন্ধে বলেছিলাম। আজকে আমি আবার যেটা বলবো সেটা হচ্ছে ক্লোজড ফিগার্স। হোয়াট আর ক্লোজড ফিগার্স? ক্লোজ ফিগার্স ব্যাপারটা কি? আগের দিন আমি ডিসকাস করেছিলাম স্ট্রেট লাইন। পার্ট অফ স্ট্রেট লাইন এ বি, এটা বলেছিলাম যে এ বি একটা স্ট্রেট লাইন, আবার সিম্পলি এ বি হচ্ছে এ বি একটা স্ট্রেট লাইন, আর এ বিটা হচ্ছে পার্ট অফ দ্য স্ট্রেট লাইন, দ্যাট ইজ লাইন সেগমেন্ট। Straight line AB and AB part of the straight line, that is line segment. So what are closed figure? Let us take examples. Triangle. So what is the difference between these two figures? Both are enclosed by three line segment. Here is three line segment, area enclosed, and here is also three line segment enclosing in some area. But here and here there is a difference. Here is no continuity, but here this common point connecting two line segments. So this is a closed figures. But this cannot be termed as closed figure. Today I am going to discuss about some more closed figures. Area bounded by three line segment is simply a triangle. Triangle is a type of closed figure. Another is quadrilateral. Quad means four. Quadrilaterals, that is area bounded by four line segment connected to one another. This may be this type also. So here are four line segments enclosing an area, and the line segments are connected to one another. This is quadrilateral. There are various types of quadrilaterals like rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus, etc. Types of quadrilaterals. Collectively, triangles, quadrilaterals are called polygons. Simply if I take five line segment A, B, C, D, E. While naming a figure, we must note that the points should be written in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. So when there are 5 line segments connected to each other, there is a polygon known as pentagon. So collectively these closed figures are also called polygons. A number of sides more than 3 or simply 3 or more are called polygons. Polygons. Where number of sides simply 5. Pentagon. 5 means pentagon. 6 hexagon. 7 heptagon. 8 octagon. 9 nona, N-O-N-A, nonagon, and 10 decagon, and so on. Deca, Roman. Deca is a Roman word, stands for 10. So these are the closed figures, or simply you can say polygons. Let us take example of a hexagon. There are 6 sides. This is hexagon. If all sides are equal in length, then we must write regular hexagon. Regular hexagon. Now how to calculate the area or perimeter of these polygons? I already stated regular. That means all sides are equal. At the time all angles should also be equal. So how to calculate the area and the perimeter of the polygons? Perimeter means the length of the boundary. Perimeter means the length of the boundary equals to the length of the boundary. Length of the boundary. As in case of circular field, cricket field, etc., it is known as the circumference. Normally, suppose this is a triangle, its perimeter, these are the boundaries. In case of circular field, the length of the circumference is the boundary. Similarly, length of the boundary is the perimeter. So let us concentrate on our discussion. In case of triangle, what is the perimeter? is the number of sides 3. Here is the number of sides 3, and let the length of the sides are A, B, C unit. So perimeter equals to sum of the lengths of the sides. For quadrilaterals, it is bound by 4 sides. Suppose A, B, C, D. Perimeter equals to A plus B plus C plus D. In case of pentagon, sum of the length of 5 of its sides. In case of hexagon, sum of the length of its 6 sides, and so on. For measuring the area of polygons, there are different formula for different types of polygons. For examples, if we take triangle, sides are A, B, and C, If altitude, that is length of the perpendicular from any vertex to the opposite side, it is the altitude or height. The perpendicular drawn from this vertex to the opposite side BC, the length of this perpendicular is the height or altitude, and this is the base. So area is half into their base, that is BC, and height H, half of the length of base into height. This is a general formula. For all kinds of triangle. For all kinds of triangle. For a rectangle, we know the longer side known as the length, and the shorter side known as the width or breadth. Width or breadth. Width or breadth. Area is length into breadth, and its unit is square unit. For if this is centimeter, this is also a centimeter, then unit should be centimeter square. The unit also called the dimension. When the quadrilateral is irregular, there is distinct formula for rectangle, there is distinct formula for a square, a rhombus, and so on. But when the quadrilateral is irregular, that means the shape is of this side. Shape is of this side. How to calculate the area of such quadrilaterals? Perimeter is very easy. As we know, if the sides are A centimeter, B centimeter, C centimeter, and D centimeter, Famous with sum of the sides a plus b plus c plus and d. But what about the area? Named as a plus b plus c and d. When the opposite vertices such as b, d, a, c are joined by a line segment, this is known as diagonal. Here is BD is a diagonal, and if we join A and C, it also be a diagonal. So let us draw one diagonal. Then the whole quadrilateral is divided into two triangles. Now draw two perpendicular on this diagonal from the vertices A and vertices C. The perpendiculars drawn from on the diagonal from vertices A and D. Suppose this is H1 and this is H2. Now this is a triangle. This is a triangle. I am overwriting this one. This is a triangle. And this also another triangle. For this part, the area should be half into base, that is BD, into height H1. For this part, that is triangle BDC or BCD, whatever, the area is half into base, that is BD, into height or altitude, that is H2. So the total area of this quadrilateral, for total area, now area of quadrilateral like this, when the sides, length of the sides are not equal. So this is a quadrilateral whose sides are not equal to one another. The vertices B, C, I am writing in anticlockwise direction. There are opposite vertices AC and BD. If we connect BD or AC, this is a diagonal. Here is a diagonal BD. BD is the diagonal. Now let us draw two perpendiculars from A and C respectively, H1 and H2. After constructing the diagonal, the quadrilateral now divided into two triangles. If you calculate the area of these two triangles, we can easily calculate the area of such quadrilaterals, that is irregular quadrilaterals. Let us name, this is quadrilateral number 1 and quadrilateral number 2. This is triangle number 1 and triangle number 2. Triangle ABC and triangle BCD or BDC, whatever. Now, what is the area of triangle ABC? Half. This diagonal is considered to be the base. Half into base BD into length of the altitude, that is the length of the perpendicular, H1. For triangle 2, half into base BD into length of the altitude H2. Now if I take the sum of the area of these two area, we get the total area of the quadrilateral, area of quadrilateral A B C D is half of BD plus H1, that is the area of first triangle or triangle number 1, and plus the area of triangle number 2. We take common BD, half into BD, then in bracket H1 plus H2, that sum of the lengths of the altitudes and length of the diagonal BD into half. In this way, there are various formulae for different kinds of polygons, which I will discuss later on. Today I am concluding with this. These are very important for the students belonging to class 7 or 8.